All right, we were gonna move on to the next topic here, but while we were taking a 2 minute break here to kind of set up the new room and refill our drinks, there was some breaking news in the league. A trade just broke. You're hearing it first right here because I can't approve it yet because the player played. So as long as you watch this by tomorrow, then yeah. Um, Corey moved Chris Letang, Sergachev, and a seventh round to Dan in exchange for Batherson, Theodore, who we're just talking about, and a 10th. So that's a done deal. Once I can approve it tomorrow. So why don't you tell me about this, Corey?
Yeah, we've been talking for a while. Like me and Dan are buddies, so uh he's been on me about Sergachev. Once I knew he was throwing Batherson's name out there, I inquired immediately. I mean, selling Crosby and Kane, I got to look for some replacement, right?
Mhm.
Uh, I thought it was pretty D heavy, so yeah, that's just the deal it came out to. I mean, his worst pick, I took a 10th round pick, so like
That's his
I,
worst pick.
I couldn't take anything worse than that. So then he wanted Letang as like a little bit of an extra because like, I couldn't go any higher than 10th. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Theodore's having a good year in Vegas too. Letang is having a pretty slow start in Pittsburgh. So there's a lot of unknowns on this trade because Batherson, he could really break out still, right?
Yeah,
Sergachev is getting some heavy minutes in Tampa, seeing a bigger role this year, and he's doing pretty well. So yeah, I
it's
think
not that bad of a pick difference either. Three, right?
no,
Like
seventh though is pretty good, but
a
like
seventh is a big
seventh
haul.
is worth a lot. Yeah.
A seventh with Letang is a big price to me. But like you said, Letang's off to a slow start. That could change, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I do like Batherson. I think he's a great piece for you to add here.
Yeah.
Uh, he's a
Probably
guy
a
that you
keeper.
could keep. I don't see Dan keeping either of these guys. So you possibly bought a keeper player for a seventh, right? So that's the way I'm looking at it. I don't I
Yeah.
don't see Dan keeping Letang or Sergachev. I don't think they're worthy of being kept, but that's just my opinion. So I think in exchange for a seventh, yeah, you gave up a lot, but you got a guy who might be a keeper for years to come. And Theodore is he's having a really good start.
Yeah.
Very serviceable defenseman, right? So
And only a 10th difference. So I
exactly,
feel like,
3 rounds.
yeah.
No, I like
So
it.
it's a big trade.
Not even approved yet. You
Not
guys
even
are hearing it
approved.
here first. All right. Now it's the fun time here. Let's trash talk some teams and go through this week's matchups. We got a big matchup here. We got the seventh place Saucier Pass, 2-1-1, taking on the Clef Bombed at 1-3, in 14th. What's gonna happen here?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this week. I'm pretty happy with where my team's at. Kyle 1-3, a pretty slow start. Calgary is really on a skid, so that's not gonna help him. It's like 2 weeks worth. I don't think a 6 game losing skid. It's been pretty disappointing. A lot of 1 game losses though, but it's a loss to a loss. Uh, yeah, but I think I'll take it.
Ooh, there's a lot that can happen in this one. I like this matchup. I think Clef is off to a slow start, but his Vegas guys are on fire to start the
Oh yeah.
year, right? If
Yep.
his goaltending could just kind of improve, right? Just them playing better. I'm not saying he has bad goalies. They just need to play better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree as well. Yep.
And that his whole team could just turn around, not be 1-3. I like uh I like your team too, but I'm gonna go with the upset because I'm gonna assume Eichel and Stone are just gonna come out and just keep killing it. I don't know what it is with Vegas this year. I think they took it personally that they didn't make the playoffs last year, and they're on a tear. And I think those two guys are going to be the ones that lead Clef to victory, and that's the only path I see for them to go on. But I think they're going to do it. I think that they're on fire right now.
I got 2 nights myself, Petrangelo now and
Yeah, and Theodore. So you
Theodore,
might be
right?
getting in on those points.
Yeah.
But they're the big
It'll be a
ones.
good week. It'll be a good week. I agree though with that. Like it's been an unfortunate start for him. So with the goalies there.
And I'm not actually taking a shot at your team. I like your team too. I like the way it's shaping up. Maybe Batherson will be your hero this week. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. I'm okay with that. I don't care who's the hero.
Someone step up. We got Sean's bitch here sitting at 3-1 in sixth place, taking on the first place 4-0. Pat, you ready to rumble? What do you got here?
It's a big matchup here. I mean, right now looking at it, I got to go with you, but unfortunately, I wouldn't say you at the start of the week, and I know that for sure. So I would say Pat's ready to rumble, and it's early. 11-1 is nothing. So
That's
I'm
hurtful.
yeah. You know what? I went against you last week. I went with my buddy Sean
It
Polly,
was still hurtful.
and I'm the only one because even guest host Dan didn't even go with you, or didn't even get it right. So
Yeah.
no more faith.
Well, I think Sean's bitch is going to take it. I'm already off to a pretty good start. Quick got me a shutout. A tight game, right? 1-0 win. Uh, so like, that's great for my goalie stats. Well, Kemper didn't do too great tonight, but
I
yeah,
didn't see what are that.
they lost 4-1, I think it was. Yeah, they
Probably
lost 4-1.
no empty netter. I'm assuming.
No, it was at 4-0 at one point. So
Oof.
not great.
Yeah,
But what can you do? As long as
yeah,
he
it's
made a
one
lot
more
of
game.
saves, like
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
true. Exactly.
But I think in the end, I'm gonna take it. McDavid's on a tear. Matthew's starting to heat up. Um, the boys are revving up here. They're thinking personally that we lost to Sean last week. So now they got to make it up. We got to take down Mr. Fordo.
Yeah, not the only guy with a regular like a loss though, right?
No, Jagerbombs has no loss,
So
but he has a tie. But he's not 4-0.
not 4-0, that's for sure.
Homer Simpson, 2-2, sitting in eighth place. Taking on Hughes Your Daddy at 0-3-1 in 15th. Who do you got here?
I got it with Travis. I mean, use your daddy. Nothing against Casey. I think he's doing well with what he's trying to do with Giselle and build his team. He's still putting competitive teams out there, but I'd say Travis's team has underperformed, and he's still 2-2. I got to go with Travis.
I'm gonna go with Travis too. It's just I just don't have faith in Casey's team. Like you said, he's still trying to figure things out. What he wants his identity to look like. Um, yeah, and Travis is just a team that should be winning. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with that. Oh, 0-4. Bottom of the barrel, 16th place, cherry picking daddy, taking on the Red Wings, sitting at 3-1 in fourth place. Who you got?
I want to look at Derek's team a bit.
He's got a lot of Red Wings.
I know Carlson now. Goalie
Bergeron,
situation. Allmark's been hot. Yeah,
Stamkos.
yeah. I definitely got to go with Derek for this one. Kyle's team is still doing like he had a great week last week. Like, I still like his team, but
I don't
he
like his team. I get
I think
it's
he's doing
it's
okay.
not good.
Yeah.
He knows it, and
Oh,
that's why he's doing what he's doing.
he's still putting a competitive team out there though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They can still pull out a win though.
Oh, I hope so.
Yep.
It'd be great to see someone go like 0-23 though. I think that would be league
That'd be fun.
history. That'd be
But,
great, Kyle. I
but
see what you're
he could
doing.
have won last.
He could have.
Yeah.
I don't think he wins. I think Detroit Red Wings are going to take it this week. That's all. Yeah, Kyle. Sorry. Speaking of the undefeated team there not long ago, we were just talking about that. Here's Jagerbomb sitting at 3-0-1 in second place. Braden bye week is no longer a thing. I guess that ends once you get the Caucasaurus. Like you're like, okay, I better get a little more involved here and fix what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Something I'm doing is not working right when you walk out with a fucking cock, a gold dinosaur cock. Like so things are not
And
going
it
right.
and it's not for biggest dick
It is
or
not.
best dick.
No. Because you are the joke of the league. And this year you can't say that. He is not the joke of the league this year. This kind of feels more like the Braden we had a few years ago when he was always competitive.
He's
I don't
back.
know. We'll see. He's taking on the 1-3, 13th place. Dull try the beef. Who do you got here?
Go with Braden. He hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah.
I don't
I
got much
mean,
to say. Stalcher's team. I feel he's gone really gritty. Uh, and he's lacking a little bit of scoring, but and his goalie situation is rough. I
his
just think
goalies
they
are rough.
yep,
And it
I
doesn't
agree.
help. It doesn't help that the Avalanche only played 2 games last week. They're only playing like 2 this week
Yeah, there's some long stretches for teams I noticed.
because they went to Finland right on the weekend, so they had time
Yeah,
before and after. Like, so that hurts, right? He's playing without McKinnon. His goaltending is shit. Like,
and his other keeper's out.
yeah, Wilson's on the IR. Like, he's having a rough time, right? So I'm with you. I think Jagerbomb's taking it. I didn't think I'd say that this much, but I've been saying it a lot lately. Jagerbomb's for the win. He's got the blessing of Yager. That's why.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the better team. It has nothing to do with who it is. So
Yeah. No, it's just you just never expect it because again, Braden has been bad the last few years. Good on you, buddy. Good for turning it around. Dude, where's Makar? Sitting at 1-3 in 11th, taking on the 2-2 ninth place, Paulie the goalie. Who you got here?
yeah, I gotta go with Sean. I mean, Dan sold off a lot of players. His goalie situation's rough. Even Blackwood's out now for a bit, 3 to 6 weeks. I know he's up 10-3, but I think Sean is the better team.
Their standings would tell us that. Yeah, I know. I think he sold off too much already, like to be competitive right now. Like he's gonna be in matchups, right?
Yep.
But
No, he can definitely pull off the win. Like the players he picks up are great. Don't get me wrong, but he sold off a lot of pieces. Like his worst pick is a 10th.
yeah, I'm going with Paulie this time. I hate to do it, but I am. I put my faith in you, Sean. Maybe that's all I need to do to throw you off and just tell you I believe in you.
You do really sound like Sean's bitch right now.
Nah, he just has a better. Like you say, he has a better team. That's all. I see it. I can't go against the guy who just beat me. Like
Yeah.
7 on the ice, sitting at 3-1 in third place, defending champion here. Taking on Suck My Ojic, who's sitting at 1-2-1 in 10th. Who do you got here?
This is a big matchup again. I really like Mark's team, but I also like Neil's team. Taking a quick look. Yeah, like Pittsburgh's been on a slow start. Like they're on a skid. And Mark relies on them heavily for goaltending. I'm gonna give the head or the nod to Neil on this one. I think Neil's had some tough matchups, and it just depends at this point. It depends which 4 teams did you play. It's not really it's hard to compare at this point, right? So
Yeah, I'm I'm going with Neil as well because I just like Neil's team. His guys are competitive, right? His goaltending just needs to go a little bit better. I know Sorokin let in a few goals the other night against Shesterkin. So like that was a 4-3 game. So that's hurting him a bit. But by the end of the week, when they get their other starts, they should be solid enough to like ensure that he beats again the Penguin duo. Um, I don't have a lot of
yeah,
faith in them. They got a good win tonight, 4-1, right? So, but
yeah.
I think in the end he has the better forwards. When you look at Panarin, Pasternak, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I think he has the
And they're guys
firepower.
that do a lot. They're guys that do a lot.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
Neil's going to come out with it. Um, but yeah, offense, Mark, offense.
Even defending champ.
No grudges, no grudges. Whole shaft sitting at 3-1 in fifth place, taking on the 1-3 12th place Captain Crunch. Who do you got here?
You gotta go with Nick. I feel like Nick has the better keepers. Like he's moving a lot of players, but like he's not moving his core. Like he's moving the extra. So like he's selling a lot, but it's not like he's selling his top tier players by any means.
Oh, he's doing it well. Like you
Yeah,
say, he's keeping draft picks so he can either buy later
yeah,
or be in a good spot next year and compete again, right? With better
yeah, but
assets.
yeah, but he's not giving up like his top
No,
3/4 of his roster though.
yeah,
So
he's making good moves.
yeah,
He's
so yeah,
focused.
I'm gonna go with Nick on this one.
I'm also going with Nick because I just don't know what Domo's doing.
Yeah,
You know, yeah,
I
that's
agree.
it. But I have more faith in Nick's roster to pull out a win than I do Domo. I just don't understand what he's doing. I know he watches, so he's probably loving this. He's thinking that we can't read into his plays here, but
I mean, he's 1-3, so if you just look at the standings, it's the educated choice.
yeah, exactly.
But like I just said as well, depends who you play.
Yeah,
So
some teams match up better against other teams, right? So
yep,
yeah.
and you could have played four teams that don't have great teams actually. So
Oh yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
mean. Yeah.
yeah. But he
Versus you could
did.
have
He
a
played
tougher.
one with a great team. Played one with a great team. I think
Yep,
both
me,
of them.
me.
Oh, I'm the only one who defeated Shaft so far.
Oh no, I was talking about no.
Oh, I beat him too.
Yeah, I know you did. That's why I said.
Big week
I
one
thought that. I
matchup
thought,
right there.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No. Oh, it's good. It's gonna be a good week. Some big matchups. Personally, I'm waiting to see the outcome of mine. I would love to make sure that Patches loses, but I don't want to see him at 5-0. I don't.
But you're all for the 0-23, but 5-0, fuck that. If
Yeah,
it's not
no,
me, nobody.
that's it. Except for the lost one. It doesn't have to be me for that one.
Uh,
I just want to see like someone set the record and no one could ever beat that. You know,
what was the record?
I don't know what the most losses in a season is. It'd be interesting to find out who has the most losses.
Last year, like we had a few of us who were pretty low in wins.
Yeah.
I went on like a 4 game win streak, I think, at the end of the year, but it was Travis, I think, as well, right? That was right there with him.
So this will be interesting because we're going to talk about this now. We're going to be like, oh, I wish there was a way. Neil's going to watch this podcast. Tomorrow we're going to wake up to a message in the chat. This is how you figure that out, boys. He's going to find it for us to tell us how, and we'll do it next week. We'll talk about it.
All
Who has
right,
the worst record in league history? There's a way Neil will educate us tomorrow on it. I know it.
and if not, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'll go with the
Let's let,
record. A couple
let's let
times
Neil
we read it.
have his fun. No, it was good. It was a good time chatting with you, buddy.
Oh yeah,
I mean, some big
well,
matchups, big week results last week. I mean, I don't know about you. I've been really into it this season,
yeah,
and I've been like focused on it. I mean, not 100%, but mostly, right? I'm into it. I'm out there
yeah.
wheeling and dealing. I'm having fun watching other people's matchups and seeing how close they are. Um, I say it all the time to people, but once you start into fantasy sports, so you stop cheering for a team. Really, I still cheer for my team, but when I
Yeah,
watch a game, I care more about shit. Was it my guy in on that, or was my guy on the ice? Am I getting a minus here? Like,
that's all you care about. You don't care at all the other guys. Well, you take note. You take note at least because you got to be looking out for who you want to target too.
I watch a hockey every night. I watch for
Well,
players who are kind of getting hot, getting cold.
yeah, some mornings it's a slow morning for me watching the highlights and you're seeing your team do nothing.
That's hurtful, right? That hurts. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you feel better.
Oh,
Uh, good luck, everyone. Have a good week.
I'm gonna